And this brings us to the seventh and last miraculous sign. Me. My name is Lazarus. My sisters were Mary and Martha. Our family lived in the small town of Bethany, 2 miles east of Jerusalem. Jesus was our very dear and best friend. He loved us very dearly, and we loved him. One day, an unfortunate event happened. I became extremely ill, to the point of death. My sisters sent word to Jesus and told them that I was very sick. They referred to me as the one whom Jesus loved. John is not the only one. And Jesus replied that God would be glorified through the sickness. And so as a result, he stayed where he was for 2 more days. During that period of time, I died. And I was buried in a tomb. And so, as far as this, my sister Martha and Mary told me what happened. He had power over death. So she brought Mary to see Jesus, and they all wept over the sadness of my death. Jesus asked that they take him to the tomb where I was buried, and commanded them to roll away the stone from the entrance. Martha, the ever bold one, said that was complaining to the Lord about me being buried in the tomb for 4 days and that I would stink. But Jesus reminded her to believe. And so they took away the stone, and Jesus prayed, and he shouted and said, "Lazarus, come out of the tomb." How do I even begin to explain what happened? I hadn't been in the presence of God and of angels. I had been experiencing heaven, or at least what I had perceived to be heaven. It was beautiful. But then all of a sudden I was sucked back into my old reality. My eyes were opened and they were covered in bandages. My arms and my feet were bound to my body. And I could hear the binding from the bandages ripping apart as I stood up. And as if I was in a trance, I started to walk out of the tomb. And I came into sunlight and into life. I really wasn't too happy about it. But how could I complain? It made my sisters so very happy. But some of the Jews, they came to believe in Jesus because of my resurrection, because of what he did to me. Others wanted to kill me along with Jesus to hide all of the evidence of him being the Messiah. And my healing sealed the deal for the Pharisees. And they were resolved to put Jesus to death. These 7 miraculous signs are what John recorded in his gospel. He said, and I repeat, I wrote these things so that you may believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life through his name. That is what he wrote, and that is why he wrote it. And so, I stand here before you, begging you, pleading with you, if you do not know this life that Jesus can give, would you believe? Would you believe in the Son of God, and that by believing you may have true life in his name? This life that you have right now is nothing compared to the true life that Jesus can give you. So will you believe? Amen. I ask you again, will you believe?